Something I forgot what the title was.
Candidates, please be seated.
Of the candidates for academic recognition, faculty, administration, alumni, honored guests, and friends of the State University of New York at Stony Brook, our commencement ceremony is hereby convened. Please rise as you are able for the singing of our national anthem, performed by Heidi Schneider, who is graduating this year with a degree of Doctor of Musical Arts in Voice Performance. She's joined today by the spirit of Stony Brook.
Yeah, Heidi.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early
And now, friends and family, let's give a big cheer for our Stony Brook University class of 2024.
Now will you please welcome the president of Stony Brook University, Mari McInnes.
Thank you. Welcome to the 2024 Stony Brook University Commencement Celebration. I want to especially thank university faculty and staff and the parents and friends of our graduates. All of you have played a role in the academic success of this group of scholars. And above all, congratulations to the graduating class of 2024. So good morning, Seawolves, and welcome family and friends of the class of 2024, and congratulations, graduates. Today, you join Stony Brook's global alumni community, over 220,000 Seawolves strong. We are honored that you have been a part of our legacy, and we are grateful to be a part of yours. Today is a celebration for you and your families, who I know, like me, are deeply proud of you. Families and friends, please stand if you are able and join me in a round of applause in celebration of the class of 2024. Now, graduates, while today is of you did this alone, you have all drawn upon support from your friends and family, those who are here today, those who are tuning in online, and those who are with us in spirit. So today is their day as well. They have encouraged you and supported you because they believe in you, because they love you. So Seawolves, please stand if you're able and recognize your friends and family here today. And finally, in a person's life, someone who believed wholeheartedly in the power of a Stony Brook education was Jim Simons. Jim, who passed away last Friday, served for many years as chair of our math department and as a dedicated and generous benefactor for decades. He was also a dear friend. A shared belief in the world-changing potential within each and every Stony Brook student led Jim and his wife Marilyn, a Stony Brook alum, to make a $500 million endowment gift to Stony Brook from the Simons Foundation in 2023, the largest ever unrestricted gift for higher ed. And graduates, I am certain Jim would be so proud of you today. And I can't think of a better tribute to his legacy than each of you leveraging your Stony Brook education in service of today's greatest challenges. So my message to you is simple. Be a change maker in this world. This is what it means to carry the spirit of Stony Brook with you. Be a change maker like Stony Brook alumnus and New York State Assembly Speaker Carl Hastie, who it is my pleasure to introduce today. Speaker Hastie represents the 83rd Assembly District in the Bronx. And because of his commitment and advocacy, Stony Brook remains one of the most affordable flagship institutions in the nation. He has championed funding for the campus, the Unity Cultural Center, Student Health Center, Stony Brook University Hospital, our Cancer Center, and so much more. As a high school student with admissions offers from Stony Brook and MIT, he chose Stony Brook because of its affordability and excellence. And Speaker Hasty, we're so glad you did. What you've accomplished since your own commencement in 1990 is truly inspiring. And I'd say your distinguished career in public service reflects the goals and values you embraced as a Seawolf. Graduates, while Speaker Hasty was working on his bachelor's degree in applied mathematics and statistics, he was also an active campus leader with the Minority Planning and Student Activities Boards. He was also a reporter for Black World, a campus publication that provided a voice for Black and Hispanic students. In fact, in March of 1990, a story on affordable high-quality education appealed to the state's then Assembly Speaker for increased state aid. Now, 30 years later, Carl Hasty is the current Assembly Speaker, and I get to go to him and ask for increased aid for Stony Brook. And he has delivered. He works tirelessly to support education in New York to ensure that it is excellent and accessible to all. Speaker Hasty, you are a model for our graduating students, and we can't wait to hear what you have to say. So graduates, friends, and family, please join me in welcoming our distinguished alumnus and friend, Speaker Carl Hasty.
Wow. It is so good to be back here 34 years ago when the earth was cooling, when I was a graduating student. But I'd say the one difference today is I'm 100% completely sober and not hungover. You know, looking out at all of you today, and I promise you I'm going to be extremely brief because I know what this day means to all of you. You want to go celebrate with your friends and your family. But if you have friends that are graduating from other schools that cost a lot more money and they think are more prestigious, I want you to tell them this. I want you to tell them that you are smarter than all your friends that graduated from Columbia or Princeton and all of that. But let me give you the biggest reason why. All of y'all was smart enough to get an Ivy League education at a fraction of the cost. So that's why you will always win that argument. Now I want for all of you, as President McGinnis told you, and I got to tell you, she has been a phenomenal advocate for Stony Brook. She usually calls me and comes to visit me in Albany with a checklist of things to bring back for Stony Brook. But because I feel indebted to this school so much, I make sure to try to check every single one of those boxes. But she is somebody who doesn't just call me on the phone. She literally comes up. She would always want to bring students up. So I just want to thank President McGinnis for continually being a great president for this university, and she should get a round of applause. Now to all of you, as you heard President McGinnis say, there were a lot of people who are responsible for being here to get you where you are. And I just want you to do that same thing. As President McGinnis told you, I did that 34 years ago. When I wrote that letter to then Speaker Miller, I was already graduating. It was my last semester. I was already out. But I wanted to make sure that the students that came behind me would have it just a little easier than I had it. And I didn't know 25 years later I'd have that very job. And now I got to read all the letters of y'all asking me for money. But that comes with the job. But I just want to tell you, you just never know where you're going to end up in life. But when you get to that moment, I just want you to maximize it and take care of those people It's easy to take care of your friends and your family, but sometimes the noblest thing you could do is take care of people you don't know and will never, ever meet. And I just want to tell you this one story, and then I'm going to go because I know, like I said, it's a great day. And you know, being the Speaker of the Assembly, it's usually considered the second or third most powerful position in the state of New York. And like I said, I had no idea 34 years ago when I was half paying attention to the commencement speech that, again, I would have this job. But I'd say early in my life, when I was here at Stony Brook, I was fired from the one job that I've ever been fired from. I was an RA and I couldn't make the training. Yeah, we all know how that is. And the then head of residence life, you know, I've later become very good friends with him. And I hope if he's here, he hates when I tell this story, but you know, Jerry Stein was a very good friend. But Jerry fired me, and I think it was in 1988. Fast forward, about 2005, 17 years later, I'm a member of the Assembly. And the president of Stony Brook at that point brought a contingent to ask for some building that's built now. I don't remember which one it was. So they're telling me about all the great things that is happening at Stony Brook. I'm half paying attention, but I'm just staring at Dean Stein. And I'm just waiting for the president to finish. So when she finishes making this grand appeal about why I should be helpful to getting Stony Brook its funding, when she finished, I turned to Dean Stein. I said, "Do you remember me?" He says, "No, I don't remember you." And I said, "Well, you fired me about 17 years ago." And there was just a quiet hush. And I guess everybody at Stony Brook said, "Oh, we're screwed. We're not going to get any." But I thanked Dean Stein for that. And he said, "Why on earth would you thank me for firing you?" And I said, "Well," I said, "I'm the type of person that believes that everything negative and positive that happens to you in your life is the reason why you are where you are today." And I said, "Who knows, if you hadn't have fired me, I might not be in a position to help Stony Brook get what they are." So long story short, I did help Stony Brook get the building. And ever since then, I've been the fiercest advocate. And don't tell everybody, but Stony Brook is the best and my favorite SUNY school. But just from the experience that I had here at Stony Brook, when I became Speaker, I promised we would double the amount of money for opportunity programs. And for those of you, you're leaving now, the fact that we had no tuition increase is because of myself and members of the legislature who I've said, as long as I'm Speaker of the Assembly, will not see a tuition increase in your public schools, and I feel like the public should help educate you. I don't want you graduating saddled in debt. So I just want you to know how important it is. So I'm just asking all of you to just repay what has been done for you. Go make all the money that you want to make. Go be rich. I'm not asking you to donate as much money as our good friend Jim Simons, who passed away, but many of you should read up on him about his generosity and how much he cared for Stony Brook. But sometimes it could just be a letter of reference, a job opportunity. Just do something for somebody because people did something for you. Congratulations, graduates. Best of luck to you.
And we now welcome Executive Vice President and Provost.
All of our students. Faculty are an enormous part of our students' journey as scholars. Just like our families, our friends, and our staff invest in our students' success, so do our faculty. Our faculty represents some of the best work and most brilliant minds that their different disciplines have to offer. Their work has the potential to change lives, improve societies, and impact the world. They've chosen to work at a university so that they can share this knowledge with students to educate and mentor the next generation of inventors, leaders, scholars, professionals, and caring citizens. Graduates, as you embark on your next step, know that we are here at Stony Brook cheering you on. Don't hesitate to reach out to your favorite mentor if you need some advice. Faculty and staff love to hear from their students after they graduate. I've kept in touch with many students I advised who've worked with me on research many years after they've graduated. I'm always happy to hear from them and excited to learn what they're doing. I'm confident our faculty feel exactly the same. At this time, I would like to invite all candidates for doctoral, professional, master's, bachelor's degrees, and advanced graduate certificates to rise. President McGinnis, these students have met the graduation requirements set by the Board of Trustees. As the representative of their faculty, I am proud to present them to you, and I respectfully request that you confer upon them the degrees and certificates for which they are qualified.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, and upon recommendation of the faculty, I confer degrees upon all of you who have completed the respective requirements with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. So graduates, largest graduating class we've ever had, largest number of students we've ever had here, greatest number of faculty, family, and friends here to see this moment, the moment you have all been waiting for. Now, as tradition goes, but we're not there yet, because you got to get really prepped for this, there is a moment near the end of the ceremony when graduates are asked to turn their tassels from one side of the cap to the other to signify the earning of a degree. That moment's coming. The class of 2024, I want you to get this right, because it doesn't happen if you don't get the perfect Instagram selfie. So make sure you got your hat ready, make sure you're in selfie mode, and now you may turn your tassels from right to left and toss your cap.